Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. And today we react to and breaking down one of my favorite tracks off of Olivia's new album. I really enjoyed it. In fact, when I originally listened to the album straight through, it's one of the ones that I went back and listened to, and I was like, because I intentionally was like, wow, this really stood out to me. It was really cool. This is The Grudge. Really looking forward to it. If you want to leave a comment and let me know what you think on your own, give me your own perspective, or shoot me a text, my numbers will be in the screen below, or like on the screen or down below. And this is The Grudge, Olivia, Rodrigo. Let's see what we got. Really cool kind of synth sound coming in, like ethereal sound.
If nightmares each week about that Friday in May, one phone call from you and my entire world was changed. Trust that you betrayed, confusion that still lingers, took everything I loved and crushed it in between your fingers. And I doubt you
So
ever
well
think
written.
about the damage that you did, but I hold on to every detail like my life depends on it. My undying love, now I hold it like a grudge. Now I hear your voice every time that I think I'm not enough. And I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And
I'm gonna pause right here. So this part right here reminds me a lot of Driver's License from her Sour album. So much to talk about right here in the song so far. Like the really wildly full piano. I don't know how they recorded that piano that make it sound like it's filling up the whole stereo spectrum. Her voice sounds really cool, like really nice. Like it's kind of this you can feel the emotion, you can feel the pain that she's writing about. The rhyme scheme and the lyrics are phenomenal, and they're written very much in this new, I would call like 2020s. I would even call it like, take this with a grain of salt, I'd even call it this TikTok writing style as a compliment, in the sense that I don't know what it is about this writing of Gen Z on TikTok is they become very specific in their writing. Like I was standing on the corner of 14th Street and a red car passed me when I was wearing my white Vans. It would be like a lyric from TikTok, and it's like I know exactly what that looks like. You know what I mean? And like, where I feel like prior to that, you know, especially lately, like maybe like the 20s and like the 2020s and like 10s and like all that stuff, but prior to that, it wasn't as descriptive. It'd be like, you left me on the side of the road. Okay, I know what that side of the road is, but like I can't necessarily picture it as well as like, I was wearing my white Vans and you left me in a red car passed and saw the headlight. Like, it's so specific, and I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's a really interesting Gen Z style of writing that I love. Because like I one of my things with songwriting, with my own songs, is like I want people to be able to like close their eyes and picture a movie, and I want to take them out of where they are and put them into that place, right? And that's the cool thing about music, is it can be like a 3-minute movie in your head, and that's one of the cool things actually I would say rap does really well. Just in general, especially, you know, like Biggie Smalls and all the, like, even like, you know, a lot of these rappers, like, you know, Lil Wayne, even, like I was a huge Lil Wayne fan growing up, especially like the hardcore rap, in the sense of like a lot of the gangsta rap that they call it. It would tell these stories, and like you thought you were there with them, if that makes sense. And one of the ways she wrote this, like what was it, a Tuesday in May, you know, and it's just, it's so descriptive. Like, I know what that feels like, I know what that looks like, and all this stuff. Like, it's very descriptive writing that I think is really, I like this new style of writing.
Yeah, say that I'm fine, but you know,
very huge stereo sound.
I've tried for so long.
With these, it's a cool mix of like organic and synthesized instruments. Like, there's definitely some swelling synths going on, but there's also like pizzicato strings, it sounds like, and there's the piano and like her voice. Like, it's a cool contrast between like digital and analog.
It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong.
That is probably my favorite lyric of the entire album. Is such a simple but profound lyric at the same time. Like, it takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. It's also like interesting because it's also like, I'm never gonna forgive you. It's just like, hey, I know that like forgiveness is the right thing. I want, like, it's like almost hopeful at the same time. It's like this, like it's talking about forgiveness, like saying like, I'll never it's not like I hate you, I'll never forgive you, you're the worst. It's like this, like, I haven't forgiven you yet because it just takes, it's hard and I don't have the strength to. And I just, like, such a profound, like, I don't know, that was when I heard that, I was like, that is such a brilliant lyric, and I was jealous that I didn't write it.
Arguments that I've won against you in my head, in the shower, in the car, and in the mirror before bed. Yeah, I'm so tough when I'm alone, and I make you feel so guilty, and I fantasize about a time you're a little fucking sorry, and I try to understand.
So like even like that right there, talking about like arguments, like when you're like arguing with somebody, like in your head, you know, in the car, or in, you know, going in the mirror, like we've all done that. Like we can picture the time, we can picture her doing that. We can also picture ourselves doing that because we've done that before. And like in your head, you make the person understand and feel sorry. And like, you know, it's not always like that in reality. It's so relatable.
You would do this all to me. You must be insecure. You must be so unhappy, not knowing my heart. Hurt people, and we both drew blood. But man, those cuts were never equal.
I'm sorry. I've paused it 55 times so far, and I apologize. We're not even halfway through the song, but that was another lyric that I like was like profoundly like when I was taking notes on this album, just like for the album review. I was like, that's a really cool lyric. It's like you hear hurt people, and I'm like, okay, like that's a cliche, like I've heard that 1,000 times. But then when she follows it up with what was it? It's the I know that hurt people. What? How did she follow that up with?
We both drew
and we both drew blood, but those cuts were never. Was it? We both drew blood, but those cuts were never equal.
Blood, but man, those cuts were.
I was like, oh, that's a really cool way to use a cliche. So I'm sorry, I'll let it play out a little because I know
never equal, and I try to be tough, but I wanna scream. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care. I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long.
I want to hear this live.
Strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong.
Instruments kind of give me a 1975 vibe. Just plucked instruments.
Do you think I deserved it all?
Deep sub bass.
Flowers filled with vitriol. You built me up to watch me fall. You have everything and you still want more. Try to be tough. Try to
Driver's
be
license
me.
melody.
But even after all this, you're still everything to me, and I know you don't care. Guess that's fine.
I'd love to know what instrument that is.
I can't let it go. I've tried for so long.
Wow, that's a beat. Listen to that piano. Ready?
You know
That contrast with the chord. I think it's some sort of guitar.
I can't let it go. I've tried for so long.
Something like
Take
that.
strength to forgive, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. Take strength to forgive, but
See, like that's what I mean with this track. Like it's not an "I hate you" track. It's like you really hurt me. You know, and she's saying like I'm not. She's not even saying I'll never forgive you. It's just like because like look, I've heard that unforgiveness is like, you know, drinking a poison and hoping the other person dies kind of thing, right? Like it only makes you unhappy, right? And she's saying like I'm just not there yet. Is like it's so profound, man. Because like how many people, like we all can relate to that. Like it's not like I don't know. It's just so well written. Really cool track. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any requests or have any thoughts, send me a text. And if you want to check out my music, it is the absolute best way to support this channel. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. God bless and peace out.